Welcome into Baxter, Tennessee, the side of this non-district high school baseball matchup between the visiting Smith County Owls and the hosting Upperman Bees. I'm Noah McKay here on the call on the Watson Chevy UCR Media Network, joining the Jeff P.D. Goolsby press box by my broadcast partner Jacob Vinson. Moments away from first pitch with a Saturday matinee. Two of the top baseball teams in the Upper Cumberland set to face off for the second time this season. We didn't expect this, but it is the right-handed senior Juju Yano on the mound for the Bees, getting in his warm-up pitches. The Bees looking to bounce back after a hard defeat a few days ago on this field against 2A power Watertown. They got another really solid 2A team here today. The Smith County Owls, with a record of 14-4, will bat 1 through 9 like this. Leading things off is the shortstop Cole Hackett. Batting second, the center fielder is Bennett Gammon. Batting third is the catcher Max Long. Batting cleanup, the first baseman, Ethan Montgomery. Batting fifth is the second baseman, Riley Martin. Batting sixth, the third baseman, Jacob Lapham. Batting seventh, the left fielder, Wyatt Claywell. Batting eighth for the Owls is the designated hitter, Walker Hackett. And batting ninth is the starting pitcher today, Morgan Sinclair. The Bees with a huge lead in District 7 AAA. They can be aggressive with their pitching staff. Wes Shanks is aggressive. He gives the ball to one of the best pitchers in the Upper Cumberland, Juju Yano, today, Jacob.
Yeah, we saw Chris Worsing against Watertown just a couple of days ago, obviously in a loss in that one, so they're looking to get back into the win column for Smith County. They've won 3 games in a row now after losing to Upperman and then Watertown a couple of times, beating Monterey earlier this week, both in run rule fashion. So their offense feels like they're swinging it pretty well and got to go up against one of the best in 7 AAA now.
And the first pitch of the game for Yano misses a little bit up and in to Cole Hackett. And a run rule victory for the Bees a couple of weeks ago in Carthage. It was all Upperman. Chris Worsing was on the mound in that one. Smith County remembers that. They're hungry for some revenge as it's quickly 2-0. Misses up for Yano on the season, 4-2, a 1.87 ERA. This is his 7th start. He has 2 complete games, a shutout mixed in, 37 strikeouts to 11 walks, has just 8 earned runs allowed as that one's across a 2-1 count.
Yeah, we saw him against DeKalb County earlier this week on Tuesday. Got the start in that one. A little bit of a slow start. He gave up 2 runs in that first inning. Was able to settle in nicely, though, and get out of there with a big victory.
2-1. This one sent up into the air. Could be a tough play. Long way to go. Angling towards foul territory and not quite able to get there in right is Carson Holroyd. And it'll be 2-2. The first innings have been the trouble spots for Yano this year. Once he's gotten through those, he's been clean with one exception, the no-hitter he threw against White County 2 starts ago. Today's broadcast, as always, is presented by Gentry's Power Equipment, your hometown steel dealer. We appreciate them. Happy to be along with you. 50 degrees at first pitch. It is chilly, but sun is out. Not too much wind. Can't complain too much for some high school baseball today. Here comes another 2-2 from Yano. Rips off that slider. Cold. Strike 3. A Thompson Machinery and Cat Rental Store strikeout. The first of the game. And Bennett Gammon, one of the top players in the 2A classification, will stride in. He ripped a home run in his first meeting against the Bees.
Well, he was the only one that did anything against Upperman the first time around. He had a couple of hits, the only 2 hits in the game for Smith County, and it was his first AB against Chris Worsing. Got 2 strikes on him and then ripped one over the right center fence.
How about the emphatic call behind home plate on the called strike 3? I like it as this one's rolled over, and it will be a foul ball. In the field today for the Bees, Ricky Allison returns behind the dish to catch the balls and strikes. Alec Wilson's at first, Braden Green at second. Chris Worsing gets the start at short with Yano on the mound, and Carson Shoup is over at third. Rylan Case in left, Carson Holroyd in right, and Evan Huddleston man center field. Still no Justin Fallon. Officially day-to-day as this one's fouled back by Gammon. It's 0-2. Maybe sniffing closer to a return, at least into the designated hitter position, but we'll have to wait and see. 2 very different districts for these 2 squads as the 0-2 pitch comes in. This one rolled over and Gammon stays alive. The Bees can wrap up 7 AAA with 2 wins over Cumberland County this week. Of course, Smith County has to deal with Watertown, who already swept them with 2 hard-fought games. And 5 2A, and York Institute as well hanging around there. Here comes 0-2. This one sent a mile up into the air. This is going to be tough to find. Holroyd there. Now Wilson backing up. Holroyd says he got it. He does not. It drops. Throw to second. Not in time. And it's going to be an error in the field. And it's right against the sun here at 12 o'clock noon with the first pitch. And that one drops in, and Bennett Gammon finds himself in scoring position.
Yeah, and there's, like you said it, there's not a ton of wind out there right now. At the start of the ball game, it was kind of blowing in from right field, but I don't think it had too much to do with that one. I think more so just that sun. It is just directly above him right now, so makes it a little bit more difficult and unable to haul it in.
So the error in the field allows Gammon to be in scoring position. Smith County would love an early lead here. Max Long climbs in. He's got a big right-handed bat. As Yano goes out of the stretch, and that's a good slider in. 0-1 Yano. He'll be in the mid-80s with a fastball. Works the slider off of it. On the other side, Morgan Sinclair getting the start. It's going to be interesting. He's been very good in relief work this year. He gets the ball for Coach Smith. Yano with the 0-1. Nope, he's going to turn and look the runner back, and Gammon can do it all. He's got plenty of speed on the base pass. Anything down the outfield, and it's 1-0 for Smith County. Good pitch across the fastball. Now a throw behind from Allison, and they got him. A great throw from rookie Allison, and Gammon just too far off the bag for out number 2.
Yeah, that's a really good throw, and he did a really good job as well, keeping it at the same level as when he throws it back to Yano on the mound. So it looks like it's just going to Juju right back to him. Instead, it goes all the way through, and I don't think Gammon was quite expecting it.
I first thought he just missed the throw to Yano. Right. I mean, you're exactly right. As the sliders rolled over towards Shoop, he fields cleanly. The throw to first is in time to retire the side. Yano and the Bees work around an error and leave nobody on. We'll head to the bottom half. First chance for them against Morgan Sinclair. Coverage of today's game is presented by Gentry's Power Equipment on the Watson Chevy UCR Media Network.
What if opportunity was all in a day's work?
We find new ways to make vacation dreams a reality. And that inspires me to do my best work every single day.
What if you can make a real impact in people's lives with a team that cares?
What I do matters, not just for guests, but for my team. We rely on each other each and every day.
What if your work inspired fun and moved people?
We put the world on vacation. Our job is to make people happy. Inspiring travelers around the world to live their best lives never stops being fulfilling.
At Travel and Leisure, what if can be what is. Stop wondering. Join the travel movement and start a career where memories start with you.
Looking for weekend lunch and dinner plans? Since 1971, Nick's Restaurant has been locally owned and operated. From mouth-watering prime rib to delectable ice cream pie, Nick's has it all. Their cozy atmosphere and great service will make you feel right at home. Plus, their banquet space is perfect for any event. Visit them at 895 South Jefferson Avenue or online at nickscookville.com. Nick's Restaurant is a proud sponsor of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
Welcome back to right-hander Morgan Sinclair on the mound for Smith County in a scoreless game. He'll face an Upperman lineup trying to get back rolling. They will bat 1 through 9 today like this. Evan Huddleston leads them off. He's a center fielder. The second baseman, Braden Green, will bat second. Chris Worsing's the shortstop. He bats third. Carson Shoop is the third baseman, and he'll bat cleanup. The first baseman, Alec Wilson, bats fifth, followed up by the catcher, rookie Allison. Juju Yano will bat seventh, followed up by the right fielder, Carson Holroyd. And the freshman left fielder, Rylan Case, will flip the lineup over. For the Bees, Sinclair exclusively in relief work, but he's been really good so far this season for the Owls.
Yeah, just 3 or 4 appearances so far in relief, but a 0 ERA. So pretty solid in his relief appearances. Last pitched against Providence Christian just a couple of weeks ago, back on the 5th. So went 2 innings in that one, just 1 hit, no runs, a walk, and 2 strikeouts. 10 strikeouts on the year to just 4 walks. So he's going to be around the zone and getting his first start of the season here. We'll see how long he can go against an Upperman offense that's looking to get rolling again.
Live on the main UCR Facebook page and YouTube channel, the Bees were a wagon. Had an 8-game winning streak, and then Watertown came in. And Upperman didn't hit the ball poorly barrels-wise, but Watertown made every play, played a tremendous baseball game, and got the win here a couple of nights ago as the first pitch for Sinclair is across at the knees to Huddleston for strike one. Evan Huddleston batting .360, and that's actually come down pretty significantly the last 2 days after his start to the season. Here comes the 0-1. That one misses low, 1-1, and he kind of bumps up the last 2 days to his natural kind of role, which is as a leadoff man. He finds a way to get on base, and the power bats behind him in the form of Green and then Worsing and Shoop.
You know, and Coach Shanks sticking with the same lineup as he did the other day against Watertown as well.
The 1-1, that one waved at and missed, 1-2, and maybe that's the biggest news out of the day. The lineup didn't change for the Bees today.
I expected we might see Ricky Allison or Carson Holroyd get the start today. Instead, it's Yano on the mound.
The 1-2. Wow. That one called a ball and maybe a break for the Bees as it's 2-2.
It looked like it was pretty generous zone early on as well, and then that one just misses.
Here comes the 2-2 from Sinclair, and that one is the slider in for called strike 3, and a good start for Morgan Sinclair on the mound.
Yeah, we mentioned it. He's going to be around the zone. He goes with the low fastballs in the first couple in the AB, able to bring off the breaking ball for strike 3, and a good first AB for Sinclair again, just the first start of the season for him.
And if you're Huddleston, you can't watch both of those.
Yeah.
The first one, okay.
Especially
The
with
next
2 strikes
one,
on you.
You got to swing at that one. Here's Braden Green, a right-hander versus left-hander matchup. And the first pitch from Sinclair is a fastball in the inside corner for strike 1, and maybe that's the spot for the umpire. He's liking that inside corner. The outside wasn't there, at least in that one pitch.
I would say depends on who's at the plate, whether it's a righty or a lefty.
Here comes the 0-1. That one waved at and missed. It's quickly 0-2.
And Sinclair's moving quickly. You mentioned it, just working out of the stretch as well. Gets the pitch in quickly. He's ready to go.
Trying to match what we saw in the top half, and that is a quick 3-pitch strikeout. Waved at and missed. Back-to-back Ks from Morgan Sinclair. Welcome to the show. And Chris Worsing going to climb in and see if he can make contact with a baseball.
Trying to throw off that rhythm a little bit here at the start of this ball game for Sinclair on the mound, who has been really solid through 2 batters so far.
That was mowing through on that AB. Wow. Against some significant bats. Worsing, he's batting .338 on the campaign as the first pitch is swung on. That one popped up. Could be a tough play again against the sun. This time the sunglasses are on over at first for Ethan Montgomery, and he makes the grab. And we have seen 6 batters combined through 1 inning of play. We'll head to the second in a scoreless ball game. Coverage presented by Gentry's Power Equipment on the Watson Chevy UCR Media Network.
Discover the stylish and modern 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom home with an open split bedroom floor plan designed for comfort and convenience. With 3,318 square feet under one roof, plus a bonus room over the garage and 1,400 square foot basement. Located in the Brookstone subdivision, this home is just minutes from Cookeville. The builder is also offering up to 3% in closing cost assistance. Call Sonia Brown with American Way Real Estate at 931-979-7145.
Gentry's Power Equipment is proud to be the presenting sponsor of Upperman Athletics on UCR.
Located at 755 Buffalo Valley Road in Cookeville, Gentry's Power Equipment is your local steel dealer. With a huge selection of outdoor power equipment, including chainsaws, blowers, trimmers, mowers, pressure washers, and more. They are your local one-stop shop for high-quality equipment. Locally owned and operated, Gentry's Power Equipment is proud to support Upperman Athletics and UCR.
Proudly introducing Upper Cumberland Generators for all your home power solutions. Locally owned and operated, Upper Cumberland Generators are here to make sure you have peace of mind no matter the situation. With new and reliable generators. Call 931-265-1702 for more information or to order yours today. Upper Cumberland Generators is proud to support this broadcast on the UCR Media Network. Four, 5, 6 due up for Smith County. That was a very quick first inning as Yano pitching well, and then Morgan Sinclair on the other side pitched great as well. And we move along. Ethan Montgomery going to climb in here, the first baseman, for his first look at Yano. And I think part of the reason you probably see Yano on the mound is this one's waved at and missed. Upperman could use a non-district win over a good opponent. Yeah, they got the one over Smith County already once, but get a little bit of that momentum back before heading into a difficult schedule next week. Here comes the 0-1 slider right there again, 0-2.
Yeah, you get Cumberland County Monday, Tuesday, district play. Be here in Baxter Monday, 4:30 start time on Tuesday in Crossville because they don't have any lights. So you got to get done with the sun still out.
The 0-2, this one's chopped over. Alec Wilson reads it nicely and tags the bag for the 3 unassisted, and it's 1 up, 1 down.
And then after that, Thursday and Saturday, you get back into tough non-district play again, Station Camp and PCA.
CPA.
Or CPA, sorry.
This CPA. Woo-hoo. Now standing in is Riley Martin, the quarterback, second baseman, do-it-all athlete, one of the best in the school. And the slider is really working for Juju early. It's 0-1.
And we've seen that when fastball hadn't quite been there. These guys go to their breaking ball, but they've both been working here early on.
And now he goes to the fastball looking outside, misses, 1-1. Both pitchers working quickly. That's all right with us. The 1-1. This one
broadcaster's dream.
sent up into the air, trying to track it in right field. Under it is Holroyd. He dropped it. Second error of the game, again with 1 out, and again it's a runner at second for Smith County.
Yeah, the second time you mentioned it, the first one was just the pop-up. Seemed like he couldn't quite find it in the sun. That time got underneath it, kind of turned around a little bit, unable to haul it in. And another runner on second base. Last time, rookie Allison was able to throw Bennett Gammon out, throwing behind him. We'll see what they're able to do with another runner in scoring position.
Jacob Lapham will climb in here. He's got a runner at second, and now protecting the bunt is Carson Shoup over at third.
And you can see they're guarding it. They're defending it a little bit differently.
Yeah, Watertown killed him with the bunts in their one big inning as the first pitch fastball is across 0-1. And for Yano, he's thinking, man, I should be cruising right now. He's got a couple of errors behind him already. See what Lapham does. He did not show bunt on the first pitch. This will be the moment of truth. And he's going to swing away for now. A slider misses outside, 1-1 from Yano. Wyatt Claywell on deck next. You mentioned it. We saw the same situation, and Allison able to throw behind the runner. No doubt Owls will be a little bit more privy to that here.
Yeah, not too much of a lead at all there at second.
1-1. This one set up into the air. Rylan Case is tracking it in left. Barely has to move, and he will make the catch for out number 2.
So a good second out there. Now he makes it a little bit easier. You can focus on the batter at the plate. Obviously, you don't want to let that reaching on an error base runner come around to score from second base.
Wyatt Claywell will climb in, and Triano, that got him early in the season. He's had 6 unearned runs against him. And it's really hurt Chris Worsing. He's got 22 runs allowed, only 13 of them are earned.
Well, and then
First
obviously
pitch misses 1-0.
the other night they weren't necessarily unearned. They were just bunt singles in the infield.
Yano with a look back. Here comes the 1-0 home. Waved at and missed on the belt-high fastball for Wyatt Claywell.
I mentioned we saw Chris Worsing. He got up to 90 on
He did.
the other day.
Here comes the 1-0. Or pardon me, 1-1. That one. Got the call, 1-2.
Juju Yano, 81 right now, but we'll see him get up into the upper 80s, mid 80s as well.
The second outing of the week for Yano, so we'll see how that goes. The 1-2 slider, able to lay back on it. Huddleston ranges to his right and will make the catch. It's a great read by Evan Huddleston to strand a runner in scoring position. We'll head to the bottom half, still scoreless. Coverage presented by Gentry's Power Equipment on the Watson Chevy UCR Media Network.
Turfmasters Landscape Management has been serving the Upper Cumberland since 1996. They offer a variety of services, including lawn maintenance, landscape design and installation, landscape lighting, irrigation systems, and more. For more information, contact Matt Wilson at 931-261-1587 today. Turfmasters Landscape Management is a proud sponsor of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network. The Real Estate Collective is a team of experienced, licensed real estate agents serving the entire Upper Cumberland region. Whether you are looking to buy or sell, the RICO team is ready to serve you. With a focus on people over profits, you can rest assured the Real Estate Collective can help make your real estate dreams a reality. Call 931-559-9500 for more information or see their current listings at letsgorico.com. The Real Estate Collective is proud to support student athletes in our area and this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
Scoreless as we head to the bottom of the second inning. It is 4-5-6 Shoop, Wilson, and Allison due up for the Bees, trying to solve Morgan Sinclair through 9 pitches in the first inning. A couple of strikeouts and a fly out, and he looked really, really strong. Giugiano's throwing well as well. Only 2 errors have led to base runners for the Owls, and we're cruising along here early on.
It should be a little bit quicker here into the bottom of the second if those two are caught out in right field, but still able to get out of the innings, and that's the important part for the Bees. Strand a couple of base runners. Now they're looking to get a base runner on here against Sinclair, who, you said it, really efficient in that first inning.
First pitch swinging for Carson Shoop as he sends it out of play. Big ballpark here as always. 325 to the poles, 375 to dead center, 345 into the gaps, and it plays very large. Certainly feels like the biggest ballpark in the Upper Cumberland.
Of course, tons of foul territory as well.
The 0-1, same thing. Fouled out of play, and it's 0-2 for Sinclair. He's been ahead of everybody so far.
He's been able to hit his spots, mix in that breaking ball well. Nobody's been able to really time it up well yet.
0-2 to Shoop. Oh, my goodness. And we saw that in the first inning as well. Trying to go to that outside corner. He did not get the call. It's 1-2. Last time he brought the slider on the hands and rung him up. See what he does this time. 1-2. He sure tried. And a check swing he offered had it. That thing had a ton of movement. It's the 3rd strikeout already for Morgan Sinclair.
I mean, that moved a ton. He started that kind of right down the middle, and it broke all the way into the middle of the batter's box, that left-handed batter's box. That was a heck of a slider there.
Here's Alec Wilson as the slump continues for the Bees offense. Couldn't find much of anything a couple of days ago against Watertown. First pitch slider. Okay, there's no way that's a strike. It's called a strike, 0-1. It's 6 inches further out than the fastball was in the last AB. 0-1, right back to the slider. This time it's right down Main Street, and it's 0-2. Sinclair is just cruising through 5 batters. What's he going to do at the 0-2? Slider, 3 straight pitches. And it's another punch out for Morgan Sinclair.
I mean, keep going back to the well. It's working well early on, and he's just going right to that slider each and every time on the AB. And he's throwing it in good spots. Able to get swings and misses, check swings, freezing them as well.
He's mixed up the locations with it. First pitch fastball waved at and missed, and we're about to head to the dugout. 0-1. I mean, this is...
It is clinical so far.
He is in his rhythm right now. Right to the rubber, fire it in, slider. This one's rolled back, tips off his glove. Could be a tough play, long way to go, and never mind. Rookie Allison beats it out. It's going to be a single, as that one took an awkward kind of tip off of the glove of Sinclair, and there was really no chance for Martin. He gave off for Hackett, and there was no throw.
Well, that might be exactly what the Bees need. Obviously, it took them a little while to get their first hit against Watertown on Thursday. They finally get their first hit here in the second inning. Now you bring some speed on the base path. Giugiano coming to the plate. We'll see if they're able to string some hits together.
Cody Lowe going to come on in a run. Max Long behind the dish. We'll see if they try to test him with 2 outs or not. And Giugiano will climb in for the first time, batting right at 300 on the season so far. He's got 13 RBIs. That's good for second on the team behind Chris Worsing. The hit and run was on, but it's fouled off, and Lowe will have to retreat. Lowe is a put-your-head-down football defender, by the way. You just put the helmet on, put your head down, go hit somebody. And that's Cody Lowe. And they will throw behind him. He dives back in.
Yeah, we saw him all over the place out there in the secondary this year.
They're going to be pretty good.
Be all right.
The 0-1 slider fouled back, and it's quickly 0-2 again for Sinclair. Yeah.
That's what you call a program.
You could say that.
At about every single sport here.
Yeah, you could say that. Lowe with not a big lead right now. Sinclair is going to throw behind him, and he's back in time. Yano down 0-2, and we'll see if it's slider time again for Sinclair.
I mean, why not?
Yeah, that's the correct move. Low takes off. Yano sends this one up in the air. That is well struck, but angling back under it and making the catch is Bennett Gammon. No problem in center, and we move along into the third in a scoreless ball game. Coverage presented by Gentry's Power Equipment on the Watson Chevy UCR Media Network.
The Real Estate Collective Land and Farm Team represents a dedicated group of individuals possessing a wealth of expertise in land and farm sales. They possess a range of resources at their disposal, all aimed at showcasing the innate qualities of each property. Call 931-559-9500 for more information or see their current listings at letsgorico.com. The Real Estate Collective Land and Farm Team is proud to support student athletes in our area and this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
Livingston Regional Hospital is Livingston's hometown hospital. Located at 315 Oak Street, Livingston Regional Hospital provides compassionate, quality care for all patients from local people you can trust, so you can count on them to treat you like family. Their excellent staff offers years of experience and training to meet the needs of all patients. They understand the importance of providing care in a professional and comforting manner. They're proud to partner with Livingston Academy Athletics through the LRH Sports Medicine Team. Livingston Regional Hospital is a proud sponsor of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
We're moving along. Juju Yano back to work. 25 pitches through 2 innings. He's had 2 base runners to deal with, both on errors in the field. He's going to face off against 8-9-1 in the Smith County Owls offense in a scoreless ball game. First hit of the game just came for the Bees in the bottom half on the single by rookie Allison, but really, it's been all about the pitcher so far.
Yeah, we kind of talked about it on Thursday against Watertown. You expected to see a very fundamental baseball game. We saw that from the Purple Tigers especially. A lot of bunt singles, some hits up the middle, able to move them around and bring them in. And then outside of the 1 inning, there wasn't a whole lot of scoring going on as well. So we haven't seen a whole lot of scoring. 2 good pitchers on the mound early on. Been a quick moving game.
Angie's watching from the best place on earth, Neyland Stadium. Screw Nico. Walker Hackett.
Guess that wasn't clickbait.
Why would you even? You've seen my Twitter feed. You know how I feel about it. Good riddance. As the pitch is across. 0-1. You're either a Vol or you're not. Bye. Bye. Have fun at UCLA, buddy. Here comes the 0-1 to Hackett. That one misses low. 1-1. I do not care. We got another 4-star sitting right behind him. We'll go in the portal and pay somebody else. I hope they pay him whatever.
Pay him less.
I hope they go pay whatever Nico wanted to some new guy. That's what I want him to do. Here comes the 1-1 home. Slider. This one's rolled over. Long way for Green. He is there. Backhands it. Throw to first. That's a really nice play by Braden Green at second.
Yeah, a really good job. Got to the backhand quickly. Got it out of the glove quickly. And a good throw to get the speedy runner for the first out.
Green's moved around in the infield and the outfield as well. So it's not an easy roll. Him and Chris Worsinger both had to do it. And that's a nice play there in the field. Here comes Morgan Sinclair, the pitcher. Nobody on, so we'll see if he's just swinging free. First pitch slider dips away for Yano, 1-0, and both these pitchers have been in command. Sinclair's really leaned on his breaking ball. Yano's mixed it up a little bit more. There's that high cheese, got him chasing, 1-1.
Yeah, it's really tough when you go to the breaking ball that's low and away, come right back high and inside with the fastball.
That was the pitch that got me. You let her high fastball. I'm swinging just ridiculously hard as that one slider misses. Low and outside, 2-1.
It's one where you feel like you can tomahawk it.
Yes, and you can't.
No.
Best chance is to line it somewhere. The 2-1. That spot's just not going to be there today, apparently.
Well,
that's a pretty
unless
good
you throw
pitch.
the breaking ball.
True. Yeah. If it's a fastball, it's not going to be called. Here comes the 3-1. This one's chopped foul, 3-2. It's both ways on that. The fastball has not been called on that outside quadrant. 3-2 payoff pitch coming home from Yano to Sinclair, the 9-hole hitter. Cold strike 3. Got the Thompson Machinery and Cat Rental Store strikeout. Sinclair thought he had ball 4 because it was on that outside corner for strike 3.
And that's exactly why. It was the same exact spot where he just called it a ball a couple pitches ago. That time it's a strike, and I think it was a strike the first time, so they get it right the second time through.
Cole Hackett going to climb in. He struck out looking in his first appearance, and for Yano, that's just a second punch out. What a 1-2-3 this Bees team has is 0-1 to have the luxury of throwing one of the best pitchers in the entire area on a Saturday because of the two you got in your back pocket for a district series. 0-1 slider. It's 0-2. And again, if it is Wilson and Worthing, you have Yano for a station camp. That changes your prospects in that game. Here comes the 0-2. Fastball. This one's rolled over towards third. Fielded. Throw to first is in time, and that is a quick 1-2-3 inning for the Bees defense, and we are zooming along on a Saturday in Baxter. Coverage presented by Gentry's Power Equipment on the Watson Chevy UCR Media Network.
Tee Up is the Upper Cumberland's brand new indoor golfing experience. With 3 state-of-the-art simulators, you can work on some of the world's best courses, all in the comfort of their climate-controlled facility. You want to know how you can improve? See everything from club speed to spin rate in seconds. Conveniently located at 141 4th Street in Baxter. Stop in. Visit them online at teupgolfclub.com or call them at 931-559-GOLF to reserve your simulator today. Tee Up is proud to support this broadcast on the UCR Media Network. Are you looking for the best dining experience in the Upper Cumberland? Visit Fire and Vine in Cookeville's historic West Side. Fire and Vine offers great service and a unique menu, including mouth-watering deep dish pizza, delectable beef, chicken, fish, and more. Take in stunning views from the rooftop while enjoying your meal. Come and experience the charm and flavor of Fire and Vine, your new favorite spot for a memorable dining experience. Fire and Vine is a proud sponsor of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
We got a fun baseball game starting here in Baxter. Bottom 3 still scoreless, and the pitchers are locked in. Morgan Sinclair back to work, trying to match what Juju Yano and the Bees defense just did. 1-2-3.
Yeah, this game just started at noon.
Love it.
Bottom of the third.
We got the Masters to watch. There we go.
We had that tuned in before we got going here, and
Bryson's winning, by the way.
He's playing well. Scotty's playing well.
Yeah,
We'll see if Justin Rose can maybe finally.
You know what I'm looking forward to?
Break through.
Roy falling apart on the back nine tomorrow. That's what I'm looking forward to.
The second nine.
Oh, sorry. Yes, that's right. The patrons in attendance. Holroyd, Case, and Huddleston. Will Upperman bunt 3 times in a row? Surely not. As Holroyd climbs in, he's been at 333 on the campaign. Sinclair's allowed just 1 hit, and it was an infield hit that tipped off of his glove. First pitch misses up to Holroyd. 1-0. Sinclair, he's working very quickly. That pitch catches the lower corner. 1-1. The Goose is loose. Goose is here today.
He's rocking the Masters tee.
He is. Oh, you should have seen him on Thursday. The 1-1. That one waved at and missed or foul tipped either way. I mean, it was
decked out.
He was in the Masters green. He had the hat. I mean, it was impressive. And then shot more than both of us. Here comes the 1-2. That one called strike 3. Another punch out for Sinclair. He has 5 through 2 1/3.
I was going to say, he is cruising right now, really locating that fastball. And again, he's just been a relief pitcher this year, so I don't know if they've just been trying to dial him up, and he is taking advantage of the opportunity today.
Certainly has. Here's Rylan Case, the youngster, with a ton of speed. Infield playing fairly deep. This may be the time he's going to square around and try and steal one.
Lapham creeping in a little.
He's going to watch strike 1 across. It's 0-1. I mean, this is bunt 101 if you're the Bees, you'd imagine, even though the bases are empty. He's not going to. He's going to slap that one foul, and it's 0-2. Evan Huddleston on deck. I mean, the game started 29 minutes ago.
Yeah.
Comes the 0-2. Slider, called strike 3. And that is the 6th punch out for Sinclair on the mound.
Well, now you're getting into that second time through with Evan Huddleston coming up for the second time. So you'll see if those approaches maybe change a little bit. Maybe they get that timing a little better on Sinclair because haven't been able to figure him out yet. It's just been rookie Allison, the kind of ground ball right back up the middle.
There has been so much movement on that slider. He's really leaned on it. Goes right back to it, and it dips through the top part of the zone. It's 0-1. I don't know if he's thrown a fastball in this inning. Truly.
Not too many of them, that's for sure.
0-1. There it is. That one misses outside. One of the first 1-1 counts of the day. He's thrown 29 pitches, and he's through 2 2/3.
He's been able to throw it for a strike, so there it is.
Oh,
just missed low.
Oh, yeah. That was a good pitch, and it just kind of dipped around the bottom corner.
It's got a ton of movement on it.
2-1. Fastball. Foul tip back by Huddleston. Deuce is wild. 2-2 with 2 outs.
I really like that location as well because you've been throwing so many sliders. You come in with the fastball, you're expecting it to start to break away from you and have a chance to get the barrel on it, and it just stays right there.
The senior Evan Huddleston climbs in here. Here comes the 2-2. Called strike 3. Striking out the side is Morgan Sinclair, and these two pitchers have been dominant. We fly into the middle innings, still scoreless in Baxter. Coverage presented by Gentry's Power Equipment on the Watson Chevy UCR Media Network.
Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing is proud to support student athletes and athletic departments throughout the Upper Cumberland. They're also proud to sponsor the Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing Player of the Game on this broadcast. From trophies to t-shirts, they can do it all. Stop by and see them at 120 Circle Drive in Allgood or give them a call at 931-537-9559. Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing is proud to sponsor this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
Let the bidding begin. It's time for the show, and you know it's gonna go high. There's a buzz in the air, and people come from everywhere to hear the auctioneer cry. The sound of the gavel never gets old when you hear an EJ say so. Live or online, we handle auctions of any kind.
Call Amanette's Eagle Auction at 526-5335, where we soar higher.
We are scoreless into the top of the fourth. Juju Yano and Morgan Sinclair in a good old-fashioned pitching duel through nearly half this ball game, Jacob.
This is the definition of a pitching duel right now. Top of the fourth inning. We've been on the air for 37 minutes. It's moving. We like it. And both these pitchers, they work quickly, too. So they're a broadcaster's friend. Now you get to face one of the best bats in the Upper Cumberland and Bennett Gammon. So we'll see if Smith County themselves can try to get a little bit going here.
Gammon, one of the two Owls to reach on an error. His was back in the first pop-up into that Bermuda Triangle area. And then he was thrown out as Allison threw behind him at second. And Yano trying to get the mound the way he likes it. And now we're ready to go for Yano. Just 2 punch-outs. Sinclair has 7. But the end result is a tight ball game as the first pitch is roped over. Green gives chase. It cannot get there. First base hit of the game for the Owls, to no surprise, comes off the bat of Bennett Gammon.
And it was on the outside part of the plate. Not a bad spot at all, but he's able to go out there and reach it, get enough of the barrel on it, and enough pace out there to get past Braden Green at second base, who looked like he was about a step behind it.
Max Long grounded out to third back in his first appearance. Takes a long look down. And now we'll climb in. Gammon with plenty of speed, but we've already seen the laser behind the dish in the form of Allison and an obligatory throw over from Yano. Trying to hold Gammon close to that bag. First time really a big opportunity for something. Runner at first with nobody out. Yano slide steps. This one is popped up. More work in right for Holroyd. He ranges up and this time is able to calmly make the catch for out number 1.
Yeah, that's a good one for the confidence sake after dropping those first couple. Able to secure that one, haul it in, and get that first out of the inning and keep Gammon right at first base.
Ethan Montgomery grounded out to first. Back to open the second inning. He'll climb back in here with 1 out in the fourth. Trying to move Gammon around here in a 1-0 game. That could be enough to win it the way it's gone so far. First pitch misses low and outside from Yano. Maybe the worst miss of the game, which is saying something.
Yeah,
It wasn't
right.
that bad.
He just went with the breaking ball and trying to go on the outside corner.
Yaman not with a big lead at all. Now he bounces off. And this one popped up. It's going to stay near the infield. Carson Shoup trying to find it, drifting into foul territory. He will make the catch. Back-to-back pump-ups gives Yano new life. And now Riley Martin will try to extend this inning.
So Smith County gets their first hit of the game. Rookie Allison had the first hit for Upperman. He was stranded, and so the Bees trying to return the favor here and keep the pace going here in the middle part of the lineup for Smith County.
It will be the heart of the order due up for the Bees in the bottom of the fourth. Question is, will it still be scoreless? Riley Martin, he reached on an error back in the second, but was left stranded in scoring position. First pitch fastball catches the zone 0-1. And one other thing, we talk about the zone, when the two pitchers are dotting them up like they are, you get more calls behind the plate. You're going to see more of those. We saw 3 strikeouts looking in the last inning. None were egregious, certainly, but you're going to get more calls if you're hitting your spots over and over and over again.
Yeah, if you're right where the catcher is set up, you're more than likely going to get the call.
Gammon runs. It's the hit and run. Holroyd gives chase back. It's well struck, but he tracks it the whole way and makes the catch to retire the side. We move into the bottom of the fourth. Guess what? Still scoreless. Coverage presented by Gentry's Power Equipment on the Watson Chevy UCR Media Network.
Watson Chevrolet is proud to present the area's best selection of new and pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs. Watson Chevy's staff of experts are ready to get you into your next vehicle with unmatched service and knowledge. Stop in at 2350 Cookeville Highway and test drive the all-new Chevy Trax or Silverado today. And remember, don't buy till you see Jason Fye. Watson Chevy is proud to be the presenting sponsor of the UCR Media Network.
The Quality Family, a local company supporting and caring for our local communities. The Quality Family offers services to get you back to the game. From bracing to oxygen and everything in between, we can meet your medical equipment needs with Buckeye Home Medical Equipment. If you have an in-home need for strength and conditioning, for example after a surgery or injury, Quality Home Health is available to provide individualized care while you are on the mend. For those with end-of-life diseases, Quality Hospice is available to provide nurturing care during those difficult times. Choose the Quality family of services for care within your community. Visit thequalityfamily.com to navigate all we have to offer you.
We're in the bottom of the fourth. Morgan Sinclair trying to keep doing what he's done, which is 7 strikeouts through 3 innings of work. He just retired this side with 3 backwards Ks over and over and over again. Just slider, 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 slider. And he is mowed through the Upperman lineup. It'll be Green, Worsing, and Shoup trying to solve him for the second time.
This has been great.
It has.
This has been a great baseball game. I mean, some people don't like pitching duels. I enjoy them.
They don't have to call 50 games a week.
Fortunately, not 50, but yes, the point stands. And at some point, though, somebody's going to have to score. And so Bees have a good opportunity here. Like you said it, the meat of their lineup up and see if they can figure out Sinclair this second time through.
Green struck out swinging in his first plate appearance. Sinclair, see what he does here. First pitch fastball, a little bit up, 1-0. Green, Worsing, and Shoup here, trying to jumpstart some offense. Just 2 combined hits, 1 for each squad so far. The 1-0, Green sends this one in the opposite field, angling into foul territory. Long way to go. A great jump and a sliding catch is made in left by Wyatt Claywell for out number 1.
Yeah, that's a heck of a grab, and you said it. Got a great jump off the bat as well, kind of tailing away towards that foul line, and he actually beat it to the spot. That's why he had to go down to the slide to kind of slow himself down and able to make the nice catch.
Chris Worsing, he popped out in the first inning. Which almost feels like a win if you're the Bees, considering he wasn't a strikeout. Sinclair at just 34 pitches through 3 1/3. First pitch swinging for Worsing. That one's angling towards the gap. It's hanging up, but will drop. And guess what? Chris Worsing hits a single for the Bees. Second base hit of the game and sets the table for Carson Shoup.
Well, they're making more contact now. They're swinging early in these counts as well, and we'll see if they're able to keep that going now. You got a runner on first, just 1 out. I wouldn't bet you'd bunt here, but the way that these pitchers have thrown.
No way. Carson Shoup isn't butting. Remember, Sinclair has not given up an earned run this season in his relief appearances. But now with a runner on first with just one out, the first pitch slider right at the belt, 0-1. Couple of glances over. Worsing takes his lead, shoot with a healthy cut at that one. Comes up empty, it's 0-2.
That's that high and inside fastball. Looks really good and just unable to get the hands through and to it.
Alec Wilson on deck next for the Bees as Sinclair tries to leave the runner over at first. The 0-2 to Shoop. Slider, and he fouls it off. We'll do it again. He's got a lot of backwards Ks with that pitch so far. Shoop wisely takes a hack.
Likes to work that outside part of the plate with the 2 strikes. Obviously has worked well early on.
Here comes the 0-2 again from Sinclair to Shoop. Fastball up, fouled back. We'll do it again.
One of these times, if it ever gets through the net, we'll be ready. I guess it did come in here last week.
It's true. Ricocheted off the bleachers and bounced in. 0-2 again to Shoop as Worsing takes a lead. There's that slider, this time missed way up, 1-2. And this is the most he's had to work in a count today. 7 pitches so far in the AB to Shoop.
And still ahead.
Yep, exactly. Big lead for Worsing, and that prompts a throw. He dives back in time.
This is a good check, too.
There's 1 for 1 on the year for Worsing. Not typically thought of as a huge stealing threat, but we'll see. You got to try to put some pressure on some way. These teams, this is going to get late in a hurry. Shoop sends this one on a ride into the left field. Shouldn't be much of a problem for Claywell. He adjusts and ranges up to make the catch for out number 2.
Yeah, it looked like he thought it was a little bit better hit than it was. He was sitting back there for a second, then able to turn on the jets a little bit, come on in and make another nice catch, and sort of helps to have a lot of speed.
Alec Wilson struck out swinging in his first plate appearance. A little check swing on a slider. He's got a runner at first, and we saw the Owls leave one stranded after a single. They're trying to do the same defensively. I mean, if this is another goose egg, we're going to have 3 innings left in the game. A 0-0 ball game.
47 minutes in.
Here comes the 1-0. Little check swing. This one rolled over towards short fielded. They will take the long route over to first in time. Throw on the money from Cole Hackett, and they will work around that 1-out single. We head into the 5th, still scoreless in Baxter. Coverage presented by Gentry's Power Equipment on the Watson Chevy UCR Media Network.
Loading the kids in the car, brokering peace in the back seat, mastering the snack handoff without even looking. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. We work with independent agents who keep insurance simple, so you can worry about more important things, like figuring out what's growing in that cup holder. That's simple human sense.
Visit swallowsinsurance.com or call us today, 931-526-4025. Protecting your future. It's what we do. Discover this stylish and modern 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom home with an open split bedroom floor plan designed for comfort and convenience. With 3,318 square feet under one roof, plus a bonus room over the garage and 1,400 square foot basement. Located in the Brookstone subdivision, this home is just minutes from Cookeville. The builder is also offering up to 3% in closing cost assistance. Call Sonia Brown with American Way Real Estate at 931-979-7145.
Two of the top teams in the Upper Cumberland going at it here today, and it is a scoreless ball game for Smith County. They're trying to erase a run rule defeat to the Bees a few weeks ago in Carthage, but they have the very difficult Juju Yano in his bag on the other side. Just 43 pitches through 4 innings of work for Yano. He hadn't had the strikeouts that Sinclair has had, but he's been every bit as good, and he's going to face off against 6, 7, 8 in the Owls lineup here in the 5th.
Yeah, he's been pitching to contact a little bit more on this one. Obviously, we know he can be a strikeout guy. He hadn't had to be today, just the 2 strikeouts like he said. You take those 2 errors out of there and just the 1 hit allowed to Bennett Gammon so far. And, well, it's kind of how it was going for Upperman on the mound, at least last time these 2 teams played. The offense much different for the Bees, so we'll see if they're able to keep putting zeros up there and somebody's going to get the bats going at some point, just a matter of time.
Jacob Lapham going to lead things off. He'll be followed by Wyatt Claywell and Walker Hackett here as the first pitch is fouled back and out of play. I'm Noah. That's Jacob. Happy to be along with you. We'll be right back here 2 days as the Bees welcome in the Cumberland County Jets for really the only intriguing at the top of the District 7 AAA series of the year. Is the 0-1. That one fired in there, and it's quickly 0-2 in the high fastball. I just say that because the Bees have run away from everybody in 7 AAA. Cumberland County with 2 losses, the only team that can reasonably catch them, and it would have to be in a sweep of that series. The 0-2, that one misses up. 1-2, and the Bees are going to try to stamp that out with their number one, the kid who's pitched as simply better than everybody in the Upper Cumberland this year, Alec Wilson, on Monday. Here comes the 1-2. Misses a little bit out with that one. 2-2. Lapham trying to work in counts. Both these teams need to put some pressure on the pitchers, make them earn it a little bit. 2-2 slider, called strike 3. A Thompson Machinery and Cat Rental Store strikeout. Third of the game for Julian Yano.
It's pretty good when you got them dipping down to their knees, expecting it to miss high, and it drops right into the zone. Really good breaking ball from Juju Yano for another strikeout.
Like Claywell hit a ball pretty well, but Evan Huddleston was able to run it down in center. That ended the second inning. And he shows bunt, gets it down. Long way to come for Yano, and Allison will throw down, and he throws it into the outfield. But backing it up really well was Carson Holroyd. He was going to be safe anyway. So it's going to be a bunt single for Wyatt Claywell and a little bit of small ball here.
At some point, you got to try something. You haven't been able to dot up Yano on the mound. The only solid contact so far has been Bennett Gammon. He was able to put it down, so now you put a ton of speed on first base as well. Wouldn't be surprised to see another one maybe.
That was a great bunt as well, right in between the catcher and the pitcher. It goes a little bit further, and Yano's going to be able to make a play probably. And that was a really nice job by Holroyd. It is another bunt. This one a little bit further. Yano takes a glance at second, throws to first in time. The sac bunt moves the runner 90 feet. But now Morgan Sinclair is going to try to help his cause in a major way and look to break the scoreless tie with a base hit.
That's what you got to do. You got to get a runner in scoring position in a game that has been tough to find hits. You got to get somebody out there at second base, at least a chance to score that one run, because you said it, that one run might be enough to win this one today.
First pitch, a little waved at the slider, fooled him with that one. It's 0-1.
That's a kind of a taste of his own medicine there.
These two dudes are just dealing right now. Super impressive performances. 0-1. That one misses, and got to be careful. Claywell, he's got a ton of speed, but he's way off that bag.
And we saw rookie Allison obviously back early on.
Already caught one. He's far enough out that if they throw behind him, he may go down to third. That one's fouled off, and it's 1-2. I'm serious. I mean, that's. And with the way it's going, you got to manufacture something. 1 ball, 2 strikes with 2 outs. Yano's 53rd pitch coming here to Sinclair. Swung on, sent up into the air, angling into the gap, and it is down. Morgan Sinclair breaks the tie with an RBI double. How about the pitcher getting it done on the other side, and it's 1-0 for the Owls.
That's a really good piece of hitting. Got something he could handle on the outside part of the plate, puts it in the gap in deep right center, and exactly why you play small ball. Move him into scoring position, see if you can't put something down in the outfield. Morgan Sinclair helps himself out.
Cole Hackett going to climb in. The Owls enter today winning 3 in a row. Upperman's looking to get back rolling after an 8-game winning streak, and Sinclair's going to get a runner for him. And we'll see what Juju Yano can do as he tries to limit the damage now to just 1 run. Hackett has struck out and grounded out so far in this one. Big spot here, though. 2 runs could be enough for Sinclair on the other side. Heck, 1 could be, as this one's popped up into the air. Long way to come for Holroyd. Green tracking it instead, and from second base, Green goes back to grab it and retire the side, but not before a huge RBI double for Morgan Sinclair makes it 1-0 for the Owls. We head to the bottom half. Cue up Rocky Top in Baxter. Coverage presented by Gentry's Power Equipment on the Watson Chevy UCR Media Network.
What if opportunity was all in a day's work?
We find new ways to make vacation dreams a reality. And that inspires me to do my best work every single day.
What if you can make a real impact in people's lives with a team that cares?
What I do matters, not just for guests, but for my team. We rely on each other each and every day.
What if your work inspired fun and moved people?
We put the world on vacation. Our job is to make people happy. Inspiring travelers around the world to live their best lives never stops being fulfilling.
At Travel and Leisure, what if can be what is. Stop wondering. Join the travel movement and start a career where memories start with you.
Morgan Sinclair has given himself a 1-0 lead with an RBI double. He's been cruising so far. 44 pitches through 4 complete innings. He'll face off against Allison, Yano, and Holroyd as the Bees now look to get a little bit of life. Second straight game where the offense has been totally stagnant.
What's impressive for Morgan Sinclair as well, as we mentioned it, he's mainly been a relief pitcher coming into this outing today, only going about 8 innings or so coming into this contest. He's through 4 and been really, really good.
First pitch misses to rookie Allison, and that's one of the first balls to open up an AB that have been thrown in this game. The 1-0 waved at and missed, and just unlike Thursday where the Bees were barreling up everything, they haven't been able to touch Morgan Sinclair today. Outside of a couple of hits, one for Worsing and one for Allison, as this one's popped up into foul territory, giving chase. Tough to read, and it's going to drop away from Max Long.
The important thing for Sinclair, you're still ahead in the count 1-2, and already a lot of strikeouts. Looking at another one, you got Chase Brown in the on-deck circle as well for the Bees, so they're starting to get into their bench a little bit, trying to just create something, some base runners.
It's interesting because that's Juju Yano's spot. That'd be an interesting decision for Wes Shanks. Here comes the 1-2 for Allison. And he'll foul it back. We'll do it again.
Maybe it depends on if rookie gets on base or not. Never know, I guess.
That would be a head-scratcher. Yano hit a ball pretty well into center field. Gama just ran it down. 1-2. Little low, 2-2.
So they're tough to watch today.
They are. A lot of backwards Ks on the stat sheet for Sinclair. The 2-2. Slider. This one rolled over. Shortstop there on the back pick. Throw over to first. In time. Nicely done by Cole Hackett for out number 1.
That's a heck of a play. Like you said, had to go to that backhand glove and makes a really good throw to get rookie Allison down at first, and it will be Chase Brown going to the plate.
Juju Yano, second on the team in RBIs, batting .300. He's getting pitch hit for here. Chase Brown will stride in, batting .294. Maybe he's, that's a good point. Maybe something's going on with Yano. We'll see if he comes back out in the 6th. Brown's been good pinch hitting, but as the first one's fouled back, it's 0-1. And that one, I think, caught the umpire in the mask.
Give him a little bit of time.
Yep.
Yeah, pitch count, not really an issue for either guy right now. 51 pitches for Sinclair on the mound here into the 5th.
Trying to see if we can see Yano over somewhere. So that one is a little perplexing if everything is normal for Juju.
Talk to our man in the dugout.
The 0-1 coming to Brown. Slider, called a strike, and it's quickly 0-2 for Sinclair. And the other part is Brown hasn't seen this movement from Sinclair today. It's tougher to time up the first time through, as we saw evidently. Here comes the 0-2, and that's right there. Called strike 3 with a fastball. Another punch out for Morgan Sinclair, who continues to just deal on the mound.
Oh, that's tough. As coming up as a pinch hitter, you can't go down looking. And obviously we've seen that a lot today. You got to come up swinging. You're up there for one thing, and that's to get on base and move around. But credit to Sinclair. He went right back to the well, bringing in the breaking ball.
First pitch is a slider, and it's right across the heart of the plate to Carson Holroyd for strike one. He struck out looking in his first appearance. 8 punch-outs so far for Morgan Sinclair through 4 2/3 innings. He's got a 1-0 lead now in his back pocket, and he's throwing free. The slider again, right there, and it's 0-2.
I could be mistaken, but I think Juju Yano is standing right at the end of the dugout.
Wow. Here comes the 0-2. Slider. Sinclair started to walk it off. That one was up. It's a good pitch, but it was up.
That's texted Goose. He said he's right there next to him.
1-2. Fastball misses up, 2-2.
And Sinclair didn't quite land correctly there. He saw him kind of teeter off the mound there on the finish.
A 2-2 pitch coming in. Swung on and missed. It's another back-to-back punch-out for Morgan Sinclair, his 9th of the day. And we move into the 6th in a 1-0 ball game. Coverage presented by Gentry's Power Equipment on the Watson Chevy UCR Media Network.
Looking for weekend lunch and dinner plans? Since 1971, Nick's Restaurant has been locally owned and operated. From mouth-watering prime rib to delectable ice cream pie, Nick's has it all. Their cozy atmosphere and great service will make you feel right at home. Plus, their banquet space is perfect for any event. Visit them at 895 South Jefferson Avenue or online at nickscookville.com. Nick's Restaurant is a proud sponsor of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network. Gentry's Power Equipment is proud to be the presenting sponsor of Upperman Athletics on UCR. Located at 755 Buffalo Valley Road in Cookeville, Gentry's Power Equipment is your local steel dealer with a huge selection of outdoor power equipment including chainsaws, blowers, trimmers, mowers, pressure washers, and more. They are your local one-stop shop for high-quality equipment. Locally owned and operated, Gentry's Power Equipment is proud to support Upperman Athletics and UCR.
Back here in Baxter, 1-0 ball game getting started in the top of the 6th. Juju Yano is back out on the mound. Smith County coming to the plate. Bennett Gammon will lead it off. We're joined now by Matt Wilson.
Thanks, Jacob. I just got one little thing I wanted to say right here. There's a young man coming up to bat right here. Got a grandpa that's near and dear to my heart. Papa Gammon, we love you. We're thinking of you, and we know that all things are possible through the good Lord above. We love you. Keep fighting the good fight, buddy. Love you very much. Jacob, take it away.
Yeah, we appreciate those kind words, and we got some big help from the younger Mr. Gammon when we were out at Smith County a couple of weeks ago. It was quite warm, and the iPad was very warm, and he brought us a nice big umbrella, able to cool it off a little bit.
I'm perplexed as Yano throws the first pitch slider in there for strike one. And now threw another one, maybe a little bit low. That time 1-1. At the plate is Bennett Gammon, and he had a single. It was the first base hit of the game for the Owls back in the 4th. He also reached on an error. This one's roped over on the ground towards green. Fields cleanly, throws to first in time for out number 1.
That's good for Juju Yano after being pinch hit for. We're still not quite sure what for. And he's able to come back out here, get that first out of the inning. And again, it's the 6th. You're down 1-0. You got to get a run coming up here in this next inning.
Chase Brown makes a lot of sense pinch hitting. Just not there.
Yeah.
That's what makes sense to me. And bringing in here is Max Long. 0-2 on the day so far, so he's due. First pitch slider, called a strike, 0-1.
Like he thought about it for a second.
He did. 58 pitches for Yano. And it's the sad part for Juju is that one close but no cigar. He's throwing a gem right now. 3 hits.
Yeah.
1 run allowed, and he's in line for a loss if the Bees offense doesn't find a way to solve Morgan Sinclair on the other side. Here comes the 1-1. Fastball rolled over. Chris Worsing is there in time. Throw to first for out number 2.
I mean, it's been a great baseball game.
No doubt.
There's no doubt about that. It's been really, really good. And if this result were to hold, I mean, how about Morgan Sinclair able to get that first run across, obviously helping himself out on the mound, first start of the season. He's been really, really good.
Here's big Ethan Montgomery going to climb into the left-hand batter's box. First pitch. Called a ball, 1-0. Once again, Goose is here. Coverage coming to UpperCumberlandReporter.com from this one. 1-0. That one didn't come out clean for Yano, and it's 2-0. So it will be Case, Huddleston, and Green due up for the Bees in the bottom half. They're down to their final 6 outs. The question is, how big will the deficit be when they get there? As this one's fouled back and out of play onto the softball diamond. 2-1.
Yeah, and how efficient have these guys been? Yano, 63 pitches, 61 pitches right now. 46 of those have been strikes, just the 1 run allowed. A little small ball manufactured run for Smith County in the process as well.
2-1, and gets inside and hits Ethan Montgomery. First batter hit by a pitch today. How about this one? It's the first batter hit by a pitch or walked for either team in the game. So with 2 outs, Montgomery heads to first, and he'll bring up Riley Martin.
Yeah, it was just a couple of errors out in the outfield that allowed the first 2 base runners for Smith County. Hadn't had any free bases allowed until that one right there.
And I do wonder what happens here in 9 or 10 pitches or so for Juju Yano. If he hits 76, cannot pitch on Tuesday. In the event if Upperman were to lose on Monday, they would really want him on the mound on Tuesday. They still certainly have every chance to win with Worsing, but Yano, the senior. So we'll see if that comes into play. Smith County wants that decision to be made as the first pitch is waved at and missed 0-1.
And you've started to see that trust being built for Chris Worsing as well. Been really solid here in his last few outings. Just had that 1-inning blip on Thursday against Watertown.
It really wasn't his fault either. The 0-1 comes home. That one's across, and it's quickly 0-2 to Riley Martin. But again, you would love, if you're the Bees, you want to take care of business on Monday and Tuesday and have Yano on the mound against Station Camp on Thursday. The 0-2 from Yano to Martin. Swung on and missed. And the bag is occupied. There'll be a little throw down, but it's a Thompson Machinery and Cat Rental Store strikeout for Juju Yano, and he'll stride off the mound looking for some run support from his offense. 9-1-2 coming up for the Bees when we return in a 1-0 baseball game. Coverage presented by Gentry's Power Equipment on the Watson Chevy UCR Media Network.
Proudly introducing Upper Cumberland Generators for all your home power solutions. Locally owned and operated, Upper Cumberland Generators are here to make sure you have peace of mind no matter the situation. With new and reliable generators. Call 931-265-1702 for more information or to order yours today. Upper Cumberland Generators is proud to support this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
Turfmasters Landscape Management has been serving the Upper Cumberland since 1996. They offer a variety of services, including lawn maintenance, landscape design and installation, landscape lighting, irrigation systems, and more. For more information, contact Matt Wilson at 931-261-1587 today. Turfmasters Landscape Management is a proud sponsor of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
It's knuckle down time for the Bees on their home field. 9-1-2 due up. Case, Huddleston, and Green as they try to solve Morgan Sinclair. 58 pitches of shutout baseball. Just 2 hits allowed. No walks. He's got 9 punch-outs as well. He has been sensational in his first start of the season.
He's been really good, and he was really good even in his relief appearances so far this season. He just hasn't had this opportunity right here, a start against a really good team in Upperman, who they were hitting the ball, the cover off the ball for the last couple of weeks. Now in these last 2 games against 2 of the same district opponents in Watertown and Smith County, they have not been able to get anything out on the base path so far.
And what will Riley and Case do? We have not seen the Bees attempt a bunt today, despite not touching anything that Sinclair is throwing. That's a surprise. This is their biggest bunt opportunity in the form of a player in Riley Case. We'll see what he does. He does show bunt this time. It's a called strike right there, 0-1. And you saw the third baseman Lapham start crashing, but he's pretty far back. Here comes the 0-1. Now Case swings and comes up empty, and it's 0-2. And Sinclair's in attack mode on the mound. He should be. Comes the 0-2 home. Case stays alive. We'll do it again.
Just a little indecisive on that first attempt.
I'm surprised didn't offer it a second time. Case 0 for 1 with a strikeout looking so far. Here comes the 0-2. That one misses away.
Quite a few strikeouts looking today.
Count them up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's a lot.
It's impressive.
It is. The 1-2 to Case. Make it 6. Slider right there for Sinclair. He's retired 3 straight with the strikeout. And it'll bring up Evan Huddleston. His third attempt comes in the bottom of the 6th, and the Bees down to their final 5 outs today.
Yeah, they got to figure something out here. You're at the top of the lineup now for the Bees, so any way on you can get on, you got to find it. It's probably not going to be by way of walk.
No, Huddleston's 0 for 2, 2 strikeouts, both looking. They haven't sniffed contact against Sinclair today. Now Huddleston shows bunt. He pulls back, and it's a strike, 0-1. The approach has not been good against a guy pounding the zone in any way, shape, or form for the home team this afternoon. Here comes the 0-1. It's 0-2. We'll head to the 7th here momentarily at this rate with Sinclair just pumping them by. He is in his bag. Is it slider time? 0-2. This one popped up into the air. Right fielder giving chase. He tracks it the whole way, and that is a great read, making it look easy on a not easy play for Jaden Preston, and it's quickly 2 up, 2 down again.
Yeah, and you said it. It was kind of tailing off again towards that foul line, and able to get over there and make a good play. Down to Braden Green here in this 2 outs in the 6th.
Braden Green, 0 for 2, a fly out and a strikeout. First pitch, misses a little bit up with a slider, 1-0. Here comes the 1-0. That one bounces into Green, and that's the first pitch. I think that's hit the ground. I'm not kidding. I think it's the first pitch that's hit the ground.
It's pretty close.
For Morgan Sinclair.
And you wonder if maybe they try to save him for Monday, Tuesday as well.
You can't take this guy out. Not the way he's throwing. Here comes the 2-0. You could, I guess. But that one misses up. Now 3 balls, no strikes. This is breaking news. A 3-0 count to Braden Green. And
First one today.
It is a 1-0 game. You got to be careful here, Smith County. Chris Worsing's looming on deck for the Bees. You don't have a margin for error. The insurance is not there.
Biggest red light of all red lights.
Yeah, here comes the 3-0. It's ball 4. How about a 4-pitch Nick's Restaurant walk for Braden Green? And if you're Upperman, you like that because it is the longest outing of the year for Sinclair. And we're going to see a trip out to the mound here for Smith County as the game becomes a little bit more interesting with Worsing due up here with Green over at first. And I think we are going to have some sort of a change. We'll see if it's a pitching change or just – nope. Cody Lowe going to go in and run for Braden Green, so he'll get a pinch runner. And it's not going to be a pitching change. They just want to calm things down. You got the 2 outs.
Yeah.
If you're Sinclair. But Chris Worsing is 1 for 2 with a single today. He's also flown out. And you just had the 4-pitch walk, so the Bees. And we'll see if Lowe takes off.
Yeah, even if just to get in the head or bounce around a little bit over there at first.
Well, and if you get gunned down, you lead off the 7th with Chris Worsing.
Right.
Which isn't the worst thing in the world, although you certainly want to capitalize on this base runner. So we'll
obviously
see.
Long hasn't been tested whatsoever today. And had to be.
A glance back, Lowe with not a big lead right now. They'll stay put. First pitch swinging for Worsing. Flicks this one up into right field. Tracking backwards with it and making the catch. Sticking out the glove with the left hand. That is a huge out for Sinclair. Preston makes the grab to retire the side. And we will head to the final frame in a 1-0 ball game. Coverage presented by Gentry's Power Equipment on the Watson Chevy UCR Media Network.
The Real Estate Collective Auction Group offers expertise in a variety of services, including real estate, personal property, equipment, and nonprofit benefit auctions. Call 931-559-9500 for more information or see their upcoming auctions at letsgorico.com. The Real Estate Collective Auction Group is proud to support student-athletes in our area and this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
Livingston Regional Hospital is Livingston's hometown hospital. Located at 315 Oak Street, Livingston Regional Hospital provides compassionate, quality care for all patients from local people you can trust, so you can count on them to treat you like family. Their excellent staff offers years of experience and training to meet the needs of all patients. They understand the importance of providing care in a professional and comforting manner. They're proud to partner with Livingston Academy Athletics through the LRH Sports Medicine Team. Livingston Regional Hospital is a proud sponsor of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
Juju Yano back to work, tasked with keeping it right where it is against 6, 7, 8 in the Smith County lineup. Morgan Sinclair has thrown 6 shutout innings against the Bees. Juju Yano's been really good on the other side, but he's in line for a loss because of the RBI double. Back in the 5th by Sinclair. Jacob Lapham, Wyatt Claywell, and Walker Hackett due up in this half for the Owls as they try to run their win streak to 4 games in a row, get their 15th win of the season, and avenge a run rule loss earlier in the year against these Bees.
And for Smith County, you mentioned the 3 wins in a row. And then they're a district where they play everybody 3 times. So they'll play a 2-game series, and then they're going to play everybody else 1 more time. So they actually get York and Monterey coming up next week.
I could not hate that schedule alignment
weird.
more that they do down there in 5-2A. Can't stand it. First pitch, bunt is shown as the slider dips over the head of Lapham.
That's one way to back him up.
We saw a bunt for Claywell back in the 5th. He came around to score. The small ball worked to perfection for him. We'll see if they do it again or if that was just your token show as that one misses up. And again, 70 pitches now, I should say, for Juju Yano. 2-0. This one's chopped over towards Worsing. Fields it nicely. Throw to first is on line for out number 1.
And for Smith County, this is a big inning for you as well. You've only got the 1 run across. If you can get another one, feel really good if you're bringing Morgan Sinclair back out on the mound for the bottom of the 7th.
For Yano, he's through 6 1/3. He's thrown 71 pitches. He's had 3 hits against him, 1 run.
He's had a great day.
He's had a great day on the mound. Claywell has a bunt single and a fly out. First pitch slider a little bit up. And the slider's fooling them right now. They're ducking down every time, and it's zipping across over the plate. That time it was just up. Again, that one dust him off a little bit, 2-0.
The where it's raining down from the first base dugout. It's a little bit chilly today. You might feel it a little extra.
Yeah. And now 3-ball count. First one for Yano today. We saw a walk for Sinclair back in the 6th for the first time on 4 pitches. Yano trying to avoid it, and this is a fastball. Maybe a little bit into Claywell and more speed on the base pass. He'll head down to first with 1 out. Little deja vu here for the Owls. He reaches for the 2nd time. Here's Walker Hackett, who sack bunted last time up.
I'll bet you $1 million he puts a bunt down.
I bet you're right as well. And this may be time as who's going to come out. It's going to be Coach Stromberger. PD's got Yano at 74 pitches. The 2 on the end have it at 75, so we're going to go with 75. So he could, if they pulled him here, he would be eligible 1 day earlier, but I think it's going to be his game.
With Coach Jerome Barger out there, normally that means they're just having a conversation, trying to figure out what you want to do. Obviously, the 1 out, you're expecting a bunt here, so what do you want your defense to look like? You've got a lot of speed over there at first base, maybe a couple of checks. And they're going to give some fist bumps to Yano. He'll stay out on the bump, and we'll see what they're able to do with just 1 gone here in the 7th.
So a healthy lead over there at first for Claywell after the mound visit. See what Hackett does. He's going to watch the first one miss away, 1-0.
Pretty good secondary lead over there for Claywell.
5 straight balls thrown for Yano. He's looking to find that control again. 2nd start of the week. It's not the easiest thing in the world. 1-0, and what was that? It's one of the weirdest swings I've ever seen in my life. The pitch was in the other batter's box, and he swung after it was caught.
I didn't know if maybe it was a hit and run, but Claywell wasn't moving, so.
Well, it's a 1-1, and that's a break for the Bees. It's Hackett. I'm not sure what that was. Now a throw from Yano, and a good grab by Wilson.
Yeah.
Gets into foul territory here. They could score. It's a long way. Gets to the right part of that gravel over there. That one a little bit low outside, 2-1. Yano trying to find the zone.
That's been the miss right now. Low that time, outside a lot as well, these last couple of batters.
Two 2-1, runner goes, hit and run is on, and it works to perfection. It pulled Worsing away from his spot. Everybody's safe. It's a single for Walker Hackett, and here comes Morgan Sinclair trying to break it open.
So the hit and run was on, just not a couple of pitches ago. Whenever he swung out the pitch outside, gets one over the middle of the plate, and well, now you're in business if you're Smith County looking to get that run across the insurance run, and Morgan Sinclair back up there.
Well, that was huge because if that's not pulling Worsing away,
Yep.
it's a 6-4-3,
right
and the inning is over.
Yep.
And instead, he had to move to try and cover the bag, and the ball goes right where he left. Is Sinclair 1 for 2 with an RBI double. First pitch sliders in there for strike one. And this is your game. If they get a couple more across, the way Sinclair's been throwing, it is over. Maybe anyway, but certainly insurance would be huge for the Owls. 0-1. This one is popped up into foul territory. Long way to go. Holroyd trying to track it, and it's going to drop as Wilson also was trying to find it over his shoulder.
And that's probably a good thing.
Everybody was going to advance.
Yeah.
Instead,
At
it's
least
0-2.
from second to third.
No doubt.
So that actually works out well for the Bees.
Depending on what happens here.
Well, yeah, that's true.
Hindsight is everything.
That is true.
And 2 again coming to Sinclair out of the 9-hole. Slider, dust him off. 1-2. Sinclair finds a way on. It'd be decision time for Wes Shanks.
Yeah, then you're in a tough spot.
Comes another one. Slider, this one weakly roll. Could be a really tough play. Yano bare hands, throws it off his back shoulder, and Wilson tags the bag. That is ridiculous from Julian Yano for out number 2.
That's a tremendous play, and obviously that's your starting shortstop. He's able to get off the mound quickly, the bare hand off his back foot, and a great throw to first. A tremendous web gem play from Juju Yano.
And a nice job from Wilson to go get it and then win the race to the bag. Now the runners do advance over for Smith County. 2 in scoring position for Cole Hackett, a big bat who is 0 for 3 today. The fadeaway throw. First pitch slider and a run-saving block by rookie Allison behind the dish.
Yeah, and those are obviously very important now. You cannot afford to let another one across.
That play was as good as you're going to see in an infield. A bare hand grab, a bouncer, and fadeaway throw it across the infield. That one misses up. Base is empty, but you do not want to lose this guy.
No.
Bennett Gammon looming on deck for the Owls.
You better get this out right
You
here.
got to figure it out if you're Juju Yano here. This one's rolled over. Green ranges, back picks, makes the grab, throw to first in time for out number 3. And we've got 1/2 inning to go. The Bees looking to tie or win. Morgan Sinclair trying to slam the door on a complete game shutout. We'll find out when we return. Coverage presented by Gentry's Power Equipment on the Watson Chevy, UCR Media Network.
Tee Up is the Upper Cumberland's brand new indoor golfing experience. With 3 state-of-the-art simulators, you can work on some of the world's best courses, all in the comfort of their climate-controlled facility. You want to know how you can improve? See everything from club speed to spin rate in seconds. Conveniently located at 141 4th Street in Baxter. Stop in. Visit them online at teupgolfclub.com or call them at 931-559-GOLF to reserve your simulator today. Tee Up is proud to support this broadcast on the UCR Media Network. Are you looking for the best dining experience in the Upper Cumberland? Visit Fire and Vine in Cookville's historic West Side. Fire and Vine offers great service and a unique menu, including mouth-watering deep dish pizza, delectable beef, chicken, fish, and more. Take in stunning views from the rooftop while enjoying your meal. Come and experience the charm and flavor of Fire and Vine, your new favorite spot for a memorable dining experience. Fire and Vine is a proud sponsor of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
This has been a very fun baseball game, and we're angling towards its conclusion. Morgan Sinclair trying to close out a complete game shutout in Baxter. That is tough to do. He's facing off against Shoup, Wilson, and Allison in this half inning. Just 2 hits allowed by Sinclair, and the Owls defense so far mixed in with 9 punch-outs.
I think the craziest thing so far, he came in only throwing 8 innings. This would be his 7th of the day.
And I lied, 10 punch-outs for Sinclair. First pitch for Shoup, swung on and missed. 0 for 2 with a strikeout and a flyout so far, and the Bees, they haven't barreled up a thing in this game.
And you're just looking to get on right now. Move them around, see if you just can't get that tie across.
Shoup did just that. Puts it into center on the ground for a leadoff single. And here's your stat. It's the first leadoff batter of the game to reach for the Bees. And it sets the table for Alec Wilson, who will stride in here. And it's going to get real intense real quick with that runner over at first.
Yeah, and obviously they're going to be paying attention. And Sinclair has only had 73 pitches, so he's staying out there most likely. And it's his game, and rightfully so. He's been really solid, but now for the Bees, that's exactly what you needed. Needed to get somebody on. Now you got to move them around and try to bring them in.
The reality is no matter how this bottom half goes, both pitchers came to play. Somebody's going to lose. It's a shame for the pitchers because this game has been great for both of them. As Shoup takes his lead, Wilson pops a bunt up. He doesn't typically bunt, but they're trying to play the small ball here. It goes back into the net 0-1.
It looked like he was trying to maybe push it up that first base line a little bit. Give himself a chance to maybe reach safely.
100%. This next pitch is number 75 for Sinclair. Shoup takes his lead. What will Wilson do here? He's going to call time, and Sinclair just throws it. Wilson grabs it and throws it back to him. Oh, here we go. And that's something Sinclair has had. He's been in his rhythm, and Upperman has not really done anything to take him out. And you got a senior at the plate now who does something, calls time.
Yep.
Trying to knock him off just a little bit.
Yeah,
Because it has been pew, 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 pew all night long.
Threw a bunt out there first, so you know that's in his mind. Like you said, try to throw that timing off just a little bit. Now you step right back in, you're ready to go.
Shoup at first after the leadoff single. It's an 0-1 count. They'll throw behind him. Shoup dives back in, no problem for safety. Lower half of the order angling towards it. 5-hole hitter here in Wilson. Here comes the 0-1. Slider in. 0-2. Back ahead is Sinclair. This game has been awesome. How's it going to finish? We're about to find out. 0-2 to Wilson. Got him in the back. He wore it. Nowhere to go for Wilson. He'll head down to first. And now it may be decision time for Malone Smith. And we're going to have a trip out to the mound. It may be time for a new pitcher for the Owls. We'll wait and see. Runners at first and second with nobody out. The winning run on the base pass for the Bees as they look for a walk-off. Rookie Allison going to climb in. He's 1 for 2 with a single and a ground out.
That is a gift for the Bees right there. 2 strikes on Alec Wilson, and he does what he needed to do. Stick in there, get the free base, and now you've got runners on first and second. Nobody out. But again, haven't been a ton of solid contact yet for the Bees.
I get
we'll
a
see if they make a change.
But I also, in a non-district game,
I'm leaving him.
Get if you're Malone Smith and you go, we're going to go win this baseball game, fellas.
Yeah.
Knuckle down right now, find a way. And then if for some reason Shoup were to score and you tie, you can change your mind. But right now you kind of want your team to persevere through this, and that's exactly what he's going to do. He's leaving his pitcher out there in the form of Morgan Sinclair. Here's rookie Allison. Juju Yano behind him. He is on deck for the Bees. And this is a huge spot now. Nobody out. Tying run in scoring position. Winning run over at first for the Bees.
Just got to move them around. keep that next guy coming up.
What will he do? Is he going to try and bunt, or is he going to try and tie the game right here?
He's bunting.
He certainly is. And Sinclair's going to step off and look back the runner, shoot to second.
And now you get to see how they're defending it as well. First base crashing, third base staying in on the grass.
You put the winning run in scoring position if this is a good bunt for Allison. He shows bunt again. Now pulls back and will smack it. Shortstop is there. There's only one throw to make, though. It's over to first. It's offline. He's safe. The throw was offline, and rookie Allison is safe. It's going to be a hit. And the small ball is on. The bases are juiced. And here's Juju Yano, who's throwing a gem on the other side, trying to win the game for the Upperman Bees.
Well, it was Morgan Sinclair to get the first run across for Smith County a few innings ago back in the fifth. Now it's Juju Yano's turn. Bases loaded, nobody out. And you're going to bring a runner on for Alec Wilson as well, as West will come on to run for him. And that's bring a little bit more speed, because if you put something down in the outfield, you could possibly win this game.
Yano got pinch hit for him. We all said, back in the fifth inning. He flew out to center. If he does that here, the game will be tied. Shoop's at third. West is at second. Allison's at first. Yano at the plate. Sinclair trying to battle. First pitch bounces in and a nice block by Max Long.
And it is, uber important now for Max Long to stay in front of anything. And that is, you said it, I think just the second time that Morgan Sinclair has thrown one in the dirt today.
This game changed in a hurry. Still not over yet. The 1-0 popped up. It's angling into foul territory, trying to find it, and it drops. And you know what? It's a good thing that it dropped, because nobody was at home and Carson Shoop was going to score. Instead, it's 1-1, and everyone takes a deep breath.
Yeah, that's huge right there for Smith County.
It looks like a bad play for Smith County.
It's not.
There was nobody at home, and Shoop was going to score, and it was going to be a tie game. Bases loaded, nobody out. A major league jam for the Owls defense. Here comes the 1-1 to Yano. He rolls this one through. We are tied. West is being sent home. The throw in from left on a line. Not in time. Walk-off winner, Juju Yano. Final score from Baxter, Upperman 2, Smith County 1. Yano pitches a gem on one side and then walks it off with some seventh inning heroics.
How about that from Juju Yano? Gets pinch hit his last time up. This time he gets to come up with the bases loaded, nobody out. Hadn't been able to find any success all day long against Morgan Sinclair. Able to load the bases with a little bit of small ball, and he does just that, just the ground ball through, and that's why you bring in the faster runner in West to second base as well. Brings the throw off line, and a walk-off winner for the Upperman Bees.
That baseball game was awesome.
Tremendous.
These two teams are both really, really good. And take nothing away from Smith County and Morgan Sinclair. He was so good on the mound. But in the seventh inning, it was the Bees who come away with some significant heroics, and they get it done on their home field, 2-1. They were shut out through 6 innings, but the seventh is the one that mattered for the home team.
Well, Juju Yano is, without question, going to be your Nelson Trophy and screen printing player of the game. Obviously, he had a great game on the mound. Either way, it was going to be one of the pitchers, and obviously both of them got the job done at the plate as well. A big tip of the cap to Morgan Sinclair on the other side. His best outing, obviously, of the season was a tremendous job for him. Juju Yano gets the job done. 7 innings, 4 hits, just the 1 run. 1 walk and 4 strikeouts, and then obviously gets it done at the plate. Just 1 hit on the game, but it drove in the 2 game-winning runs. And great job by Juju Yano and the Upperman Bees. What a win.
And that gets them back into the win column for Smith County. A much better performance against the Bees than we saw in their first meeting. Their win streak does come to an end after 3 straight. They fall to 14-5. For the Bees, they improved to 13-8. Back in district play for both teams, Smith County gets York Institute on Monday for Upperman. They set up a 2-game slate with the Cumberland County Jets beginning at 5:30 here in this ballpark, I should say, on Monday night. We will be here for all the action from that one. First walk-off of the season for either of us that we've been able to call. First walk-off of the season for the Bees. An unbelievable baseball game in the books here this afternoon. Once again, your final score from Baxter, Upperman 2, Smith County 1. Keep your eyes on UpperCumberlandReporter.com for coverage of this game. Goose is here. He'll be talking to Wes Shanks shortly for the story and much more to come. Well, we hope you enjoy your weekend of watching the Masters. That's certainly what we will be doing, or whatever you're doing around the area. Come back with us on Monday night right back here in the Jeff P.D. Goolsby press box as we say so long. I'm Noah McKay for Jacob Benson to my right, Michael Lindsay on the field, and everybody at UCR. Have a great weekend, everybody.